Oh, what's going on YouTube? My name is Jacob, and today I want to make a kind of like a part 2 video to that original video that I made on the tips and tricks on the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, on how to get better at it, how to succeed on it. Now the thing is, I made a terrible mistake on that original video by reading off a script. I know, I'm sorry for that. So if you did happen to see that video, I do apologize for the quality of my commentating. Usually I do bullet points and then just kind of let my mind run. But I mean, I was playing around with shit that day. You know, I was just like trying different stuff, and apparently that didn't work. That didn't work out for me. So no more scripts for me. So I do want to apologize again if you did happen to see that video. But I've been spending a lot of time in the Gears of War multiplayer, and I broke it down to 4 things that most likely gonna help you out a lot. Okay, they're gonna help you succeed on multiplayer, and I do want to share those things with you. Now, first of all, the vibrations on your controller, which, you know, basically will be the feedback. Turn them off completely. Okay, I found that to be very helpful with me. Now the thing is, I was doing very shitty in the beginning when, you know, I originally started. You know, I was going in with a mindset that this was Gears of War 3, and that, you know, assault rifles, you know, kind of like the Lancers. The Lancer here would work just, you know, the same way, but I was wrong. Okay. But when it comes down to vibrations, I was using those on Gears of War 3, which I didn't mind. They wouldn't get in my way. But here they kind of feel different. They feel very awkward, especially since every single gunfight mostly relies to, you know, who can use the Gnasher better. So immediately after I turned them off, I felt more comfortable with it. Okay, I didn't have basically the vibrations nagging on me all the time. So I didn't have to worry about, you know, every time I would do an active reload, you know, the fucking controller would vibrate, like the whole fucking controller would fucking vibrate. Every time I would bunny hop from cover to cover, you feel the vibrations too, the feedback. Every time you hit the wall, whenever you shoot, you know, any weapon, you feel the feedback as well. You feel the vibrations. So I found it more comfortably for me to just completely turn them off, get rid of them. I mean, if you want to put them on, you want to turn them on for the campaign. By all means, you know, more power to you. You know, turn them on. That's what I do. But for multiplayer, I think it's better. It's more of a smooth experience, I guess you could say, without, you know, the feedback. You know, you don't have to worry about, you know, the feedback, you know, basically constantly nagging at you. Like, it's there. You know, every time you do an active reload, you're gonna feel it. Every time you bunny hop, you're gonna feel it there. You know, so just, you know, try to get rid of them. See how you feel. See how you like it, and trust me, it's gonna help you out. It helped me out a ton, so give it a go. See how it works out for you. Now, second of all, the Gnasher. Very, very, very important for you to know this. It's gonna be the weapon that's gonna be used almost exclusively here on this particular Gears of War multiplayer. Everybody's gonna be running this shit, okay? Everybody, and you have to be prepared to be running into it, because if you don't, you're gonna get fucked pretty bad, okay? Because everybody's gonna be using it. Now, I did make a terrible mistake. Now that I, I went back and, you know, I listened to my own video, and I said, you know, on that video, I said, fire, you know, aim down the sights with a Gnasher. Don't do that. Not on these Gears. Okay, it doesn't work here. I'm pretty sure it did work back in Gears of War 3. I think it worked a little bit better, but not here. What you want to do is fire from the hip. Just fucking fire from the hip, okay? Now, I know there's no reticle whenever you fire from the hip, so you'll be like, Jacob, that's, you know, more challenging. How are you gonna do that? Well, actually, it's pretty simple. I found it to be very, very simple. I usually don't fire from the hip, but I mean, since I had to here, I had to get, you know, used to it. I had to commandeer it, and I found it to be very, very simple. You're gonna see a lot of my clips, almost all of my shotgun kills, they're from the hip, okay? But what you want to do is kind of aim the barrel towards your enemy. And once you feel more comfortable how, you know, maybe how the gun acts and whatnot, just take the shots, man. Just take the shots, and you're gonna get the kill. Trust me. So don't aim down the sights basically with the Gnasher. It slows you down. It feels very sluggish as well. You don't have a lot of mobility and visibility because, you know, you're aiming down the sight, so your vision kind of like zooms in, you know, on the reticle. So don't do that, because if you fire from the hip, you're gonna see, you know, maybe you're gonna have a kind of like a 360, you know, view. So don't aim down the sides, fire from the hip, you'll get lucky. I have one of my clips here. This guy is running away from me, right? And I guess you could call it medium range. I get a perfect headshot. I just took one shell. It just took me one shell. I wasn't even aiming at his head. I was just aiming towards him. But apparently I was aiming at his head, and I got a good headshot. Okay, out of him. And it was very odd. Okay, the gun behaves very strange. So you have to understand that every time you shoot, the Nasher, the pellets, they're not gonna have the same. They're not gonna go the same way. Okay, they're gonna be different every time. If you ever play Battlefield 4, you know that it's basically the same thing. Not too long ago, people discovered that every time you fire the shotguns on Battlefield 4, the spread on the Nasher or any shotgun is always different. So you might get a kill from almost fucking a mile away, and then maybe the next time you try to use that weapon, you could be like 2 feet away and not get the kill. You see what I mean? They behave very strange, just like in Battlefield. It behaves very strange here in the Gears of War multiplayer. So be ready for that. Second of all, the snow pistol also. Very, don't underestimate that pistol. It is very powerful. It has a very high damage profile that you can use against your enemy. Now, usually what I do is kind of like as many clips as I can on the enemy, because it'll bring them down very quickly. Especially if you're a good shot and you can aim the reticle straight towards him, you're gonna bring him down on his knees very quickly. Now, in my experience, it took me about one clip to bring him down completely. And from there, I just switched to my Lancer, so I won't have to reload, because it's always faster for you to switch weapons. Switch to your Lancer and just terminate and just finish him off with those couple of hits that you need. So it'll be much better. So don't underestimate the snub pistol. Use it as much as you can if you want to bring people down quickly. That's the weapon that you want to go to, especially if they're out of range from the shotgun. Use that instead. Very helpful. Now, another thing, teamwork and spotting, very helpful. Very helpful. For example, whenever you finish a gunfight, and you happen to win that gunfight, and you see their fucking friends spawning on the other side, or maybe they're coming towards you. You know that they're coming towards you. What you want to do is do not engage. Get the fuck out of there. Just run, bunny hop from cover to cover, from wall to wall. I mean, if you gotta lay down a smoke grenade on the way, so they can lose track of you, do it. But just run back to your teammates. Press on the left bumper. You're gonna see where they're coming from. There's gonna be a little arrow pointing where your teammates are, and just follow that arrow, and don't stop. Now, at that point, if they're still following you, hopefully they won't be dumb enough to try to approach you and try to challenge you, because you're gonna have your friends backing you up on your teammates. So that's a good way to use your teammates on your favor. Run back towards them if you need some help. Okay, don't try to lone wolf it here, because it's very hard to lone wolf it here. You can get completely shreked. Okay, you're gonna get completely wrecked if you try to lone wolf it here. It could be very complicated. Now, spotting too. Whenever you see your enemies attacking your friends, and maybe they're not aware of their presence, maybe they're on the left and the right, spot the fuck out of them. Spot every enemy that you can. Now, there's a delay between the spotting, how many enemies you can spot. It's not a big waiting time that you have to wait between spotting enemies, but I would say it's like about 3 seconds. That's how many seconds I counted. But at that point, you just want to keep spotting enemies so your teammates can know where they are too, and they can be aware of their presence, and eventually take them out as well. Another thing, bunny hopping. Now, bunny hopping is very popular here on Gears of War. It's always been very helpful. Every time, especially on gunfights, when it comes down to Nasher on Nasher. Now, the whole reason of this, and it might look kind of silly, you're jumping left and right from wall to wall, from cover to cover, is you're more elusive like that. Okay, they're not gonna be able to get you. They're not gonna be able to place that place shotgun blast, on your face. So it'll be much better if you do it, and trust me, they're gonna be doing it too. So you have to be prepared for that. So just bunny hop from left and right, and of course try to keep an eye on your enemy, because you don't want to bunny hop and get confused yourself, and just lose track of your target, and then they'll be able to take a shot on you. You don't want to do that. You just want to be bunny hopping, knowing where the enemy is, because I'm pretty sure, again, he's gonna try to do it as well. So it's gonna be at a duel between who can bunny hop better and who can land that well-placed shotgun blast on whose face. You see what I mean? It's very strange here. So yeah, those are the 4 things that have been helping me out. Okay, personally. I mean, if you have some other things that have been helping you out, please leave it down in the comments for everybody to see. But those things have been helping me out, and hopefully they can help you out too. Give them a go, see how you feel about them, and I will talk to you guys later. This is Jacob, logging off.